Have the results. Also ahead, local parents air their concerns about services for disabled children. They say there isn't enough being done. And the Cali Caravan. Citizens pull out to raise awareness about a missing New York State girl. News Site is next.
Dodge changed the rules of truck power, the rules of safety, comfort, convenience. And while we were changing those rules, another one changed all by itself. New rule: Dodge pickups now have higher resale than Ford, Chevy, or GMC. Want proof? Check the rule book. The rules have changed. At America's Truck Stop, the new Dodge.
Morrison's presents the House of Ashley. Now you can buy a house. Morrison's savings. Remember, Morrison's has free delivery to Jefferson, Lewis, St. Lawrence, and Oswego counties. 6 months no interest and no down payment.
The 1995 Neon from Chrysler has a whole lot to get happy about. Not only does it have more horsepower than the competition, it also comes with a long list of features like dual airbags, air conditioning, automatic transmission, and much more. All for the incredibly low price of only $13,888. And of course, with cab forward design, it'll fit any family. The 1995 Neon from Chrysler, only at your local Chrysler dealer.
A controversial school vote means one local school will be closing. Good evening, I'm Elissa Marra.
And I'm Tom Christopher. There were 10 school budget votes in the North Country tonight, but by far the most controversial was in Messina. Plans to close the Louisville Elementary School have left the district divided. The voters have made their feelings known, apparently agreeing to close the school as part of a $22.5 million budget plan. The budget passed, as you can see, over 1,900 votes to 1,568, and a non-binding resolution to keep the school open failed. 2 people won elections to the Messina School Board. They are Ron Fauché and Mike Zacharakis. Clifton Fine voters are passing judgment on a $5.4 million budget, which carries a more than 5% increase in the tax levy. It passed by a vote of 175 to 108.
And there is the board on Clifton Fine. In Edwards Knox tonight, a $6.1 million budget was also approved. It carries less than a 1% tax increase. Governor's $16.6 million budget passed. 4 school board winners tonight in Governor. Here they are: David Bush for a 3-year term, Owen Finley and Roger Cook also won 3-year terms. Frank Longovan won a 1-year term, and a library proposition also passed in Governor.
Hubleton taxpayers voted today on a $6.3 million spending plan. They passed it by a vote of 169 to 110. 2 candidates vying for 1 school board seat. The winner, Robert Peary. In Lisbon, a $7.6 million budget was approved, 225 to just 33. The Capital Reserve Fund for K-12 building and site approved.
Also tonight in Morristown, voters have passed their budget. It's a more than $4 million budget, carrying a 2% increase in the tax levy. 2 propositions also on the ballot there. One for the library passed, and one for buses was also tonight. In Norwood, Norfolk, an 8% increase in the tax levy went along with a $10.9 million budget. That budget passed 419 to 341. That eliminates 1 part-time teaching position. There are 2 school board winners in Norwood, Norfolk, Christine Sullivan and Dara Aronson.
And 2 more districts to report tonight. Parishville Hopkinton's $5.1 million budget has passed, 105 to just 41. And in St. Lawrence Central, 2 jobs were at stake: a high school English teacher and a part-time ag teacher. That budget totaling $8.3 million. It passed. 314 to 179 school board winners in St. Lawrence Central. Patrick Dottle and Elizabeth Betty Barnes. The bus proposition passed as well.
In other news tonight, fire on the city of Watertown's south side this afternoon left a house full of smoke and water damage.
The flames started at 4:30 this afternoon at the home of Charmaine Wright and her family on Broadway Avenue West. 2 young boys inside the home discovered the fire and got everyone out of the house safely. Firefighters worked quickly to contain the flames, but there was damage throughout. They are still looking for the cause. Over 40 people turned out to vent their frustrations with care for the disabled in Jefferson County. The forum was held by the county's Community Services Board. Comments by those with disabled family members and by former employees of the Jefferson Rehabilitation Center were full of frustration. Many felt the county had too little in the way of services, too much in the way of bureaucracy.
From all of this, I do hope we do find residential homes for family members because JRC does have the monopoly, and we do need other homes to be able to choose from.
We talked tonight, I heard a lot of input about we should have choices of where we receive our services. Just a couple of weeks ago, we had a lot of meetings where we talked about decreasing the number of agencies and consolidation, so there are two sides of the same coin.
And the board will use suggestions from tonight's meeting to develop an overall plan to better service the county's disabled residents. Tingley says more respite care for family members and money for home modifications are possible.
Well, if we could make some suggestions to our weather forecaster, it would be a strong suggestion that the holiday weekend be a nice one.
Yes, but would he take a tip from us? The answer now in First Weather, Jay?
Well, fine. How about if I get you half the weekend anyway before we have a chance for some rain coming through? Now, we do have a little line of showers out there right now, and there's some real genuine nastiness sitting out towards the New York City area and down through the southern tier tonight. But for the most part, we're into kind of a clearing condition here in the North Country. We're just going to have cloudy skies, maybe a sprinkle or two before we're all done. And not a bad old day coming up for tomorrow. We're still going to work some of this rain up along the front, so we could have a chance for a quick shower going by through Thursday afternoon. I'll tell you all the details in a couple of minutes.
Thanks, Jay. There's more ahead on News Site, including a visit today from one of the top military brass in the nation.
Plus, General John Tolelli spoke to military supporters from across the North Country as well. We'll have that story.
And later on, the Cali Caravan heading for the nation's capital. That and more ahead. Stay tuned.
Over the past 3 years, Dodge has offered a choice of more new nameplates than anybody else. Here are 3 more new choices, but they aren't cars. They are 3 choices that make it easier for you to drive a new Dodge. Choose from generous cash incentives or exceptional interest rates or extremely low lease rates. The Dodge Buyer's Choice Sale. Why would you choose to buy anyplace else?
Hi, Mike from Watertown Builder Supply. Tired of getting in cold water and fighting those big bulky docks? See our modular dock systems. Modular sections with heavy steel hardware that interlock and hinge together for one-person, fast, wet-free installation. If it's a floating dock or raft that fits your needs, ask for Techstar Poly Float Systems. Poly floats with cedar nailers. Just apply your choice of decking and you're ready to launch a summer of fun. For innovative products and all your building needs, remember...
We believe in service at Watertown Builder Supply.
Final 5 days. 100% total liquidation of Household Merit's entire furniture and bedding. Absolute final last day, Monday, May 29th, 12 noon to 12 midnight. Household Merit's entire furniture and bedding must go. Final days, huge savings. Final day, Monday, Memorial Day, 12 noon to 12 midnight. 90 days, no interest. 90 days, no payment. Visa, MasterCard, Discover. Household Merit Furniture and Bedding, 100% liquidation. It all ends Monday, Memorial Day, 12 noon to 12 midnight.
After 4 days, folks, of just selling cars, I've got to tell you, it just wears you out. It's wore out the salesman, but folks, right now, each and every one of the FX Capera buyers, they're on the road. They're pounding the roads to fill each and every FX Capera sales location with new trucks and cars. So whatever you're looking for in that new truck and car, you need to come out and see some of the fine selection. But don't forget those great used cars we took in during our sale. We've got motorcycles and 4-wheels. So come out now for those special incentives on those used car of your dreams at the FX Capera car companies.
Well, Sarah Ann Wood's father rode a bike. Today, family and friends of Kellyanne Polton jumped in their cars to get out the word about missing kids. The Convoy for Cali will make a dozen stops all over the state. Drivers are focusing attention on the 4-year-old who has been missing from her Rochester home for exactly 1 year now. Banners and ribbons decorated the cars as they headed out for their first stops in Binghamton and Syracuse today. But what's more important is what's inside the vehicles. Posters with Callie's picture, showing what she looked like a year ago and what she may look like now. Jury selection will continue tomorrow in the kidnapping trial of Gary Thibodeau. He is one of 2 brothers accused in the disappearance of Heidi Allen. So far, 7 people have been appointed to serve on the jury there. The 18-year-old Allen was last seen on Easter Sunday last year. She was working alone in an Oswego County convenience store. The charges against Thibodeau and his older brother Richard assume that Allen was killed, although her body has never been found. Richard Thibodeau will be tried separately at a later date. Abduction and kidnapping aren't the only things lurking out there that can harm kids.
Traffic is a bigger problem than ever, and now some officials are choosing the holiday weekend to warn parents about ways to keep kids out of danger's way.
Elizabeth Kaledin reports.
It's a scene from almost every childhood, running after the good humor man for ice cream. But some doctors are now saying this innocent sight has the potential to be deadly. Studies show running out into the street is the leading cause of death among children aged 5 to 9.
We usually think of children being injured at intersections when they're crossing the street, perhaps crossing at a red light, but in fact, most children who are injured in the street are injured at mid-block.
The phenomenon even has a name, mid-block dart out, and it can happen anywhere. Two cars parked on a quiet suburban street, it looks harmless enough, but doctors say this is one of the most dangerous situations. In 2/3 of the accidents, children are killed darting out into the street between cars just like this. It's a big concern to Cindy Rocco, whose 3 young boys constantly play in the street. She says they seem to understand the dangers of traffic.
One could be coming and they could smush you.
But more often than not, they act on impulse. She wishes schools would teach street safety.
You know, we stress what to do in case of fire in school. We stress bicycle safety all the time. You know, you must wear your helmet, but they never talk about not running into the street, not coming out between 2 cars.
By raising awareness, Dr. Woodham hopes to see many pedestrian injuries and deaths prevented. He says children younger than 8 should not be crossing the street or playing near it without supervision, and that a strict rule of the roadside should always be followed.
It doesn't matter if the ice cream truck is on the other side of the road. It doesn't matter if your ball rolls out into the street. It doesn't matter if your friend is on the other side. The rule is when you get to the curb, stop.
For young children with boundless energy, it may be a tough rule to follow, but doctors say it will save lives. Elizabeth Kaledin, CBS News, Rockville Center, New York.
Spring, a perfect time for downtown Brockville sidewalk sales. Get a jump on savings at Allen Brown and King West Family Footwear this Thursday through Saturday. At Allen Brown's, quality brand clothing at dramatically reduced prices. Men's sports shirts from $19.99 U.S., cotton pants from $29.99 U.S., ladies golf knits from $26.99 U.S., casual pants and blouses from $9.99. King West Family Footwear features name brands like 9 West, New Balance, Easy Spirit, Wolverine, Oshkosh, and Buster Brown. Enjoy a 38% premium on U.S. funds. Welcome spring with downtown Brockville. Allen Brown and King West Footwear, May 25th through the 27th.
So, you want to talk dirt?
Mm-hmm.
Well, TJ Clement Construction, Inc. in Watertown has the dirt on everything. Dig into some of our rich screen loam topsoil that is ideal for all your landscaping needs. You'll give it a big green thumbs up. TJ Clement also has sand, gravel, and fill in large quantities stockpiled and sold at reduced prices. TJ Clement has a variety of grading and dozing equipment for your site development and landscaping needs. TJ Clement Construction Incorporated, where prices are dirt cheap.
The savings just keep on coming. Your Ford dealer's truckload of savings is so popular, we're extending it. You can still save on our huge selection of new Ford cars and trucks. Lease the all-new World Car Ford Contour. Now just $194 a month for 24 months. $194 a month with $1,475 down. Whoever thought this much style, this much advanced technology could be so affordable? There's a truckload of savings at your local Ford dealer. Come in now for the best selection.
Heidi Fleiss will do prison time for her alleged efforts to set up Hollywood clients with call girls. Fleiss, known as the Hollywood Madam, heard the sentence in Los Angeles today. 3 years in prison and a $1,500 fine on pandering charges. With good behavior, Fleiss could get out, though, in 18 months. Back east, Republican senators are giving up plans to push for tax cuts in their balanced budget plan. The vote is growing nearer, but not near enough for the Republicans. GOP leader Bob Dole has cleared the Senate's agenda, hoping the budget would be approved today, but Democrats are forcing votes on amendments, effectively postponing a vote on the whole plan.
I think it's fair to...
Investigators in the nation's capital are getting ready to charge a man who scaled the White House fence last night. Majeski is recovering from a gunshot wound. He was shot by Secret Service agents last night after he went over the fence with an unloaded gun. Majeski has a history of mental problems. Investigators say he may have been trying to get himself hurt. He is not charged with assassination, but with assault and firearms charges. A report card on business and economics is finding the West is best. For the third straight year, Colorado tops the ranking that considers a wide range of factors for each state in the U.S., including job market, business climate, and technology base. New York State got barely passing grades. For economic development, the Empire State got only a D. For business vitality, it earned a C, but it also got only an average grade in the area of capacity for future growth. The study is funded by the Corporation for Enterprise Development.
Maybe you've always seen yourself in a Jeep Grand Cherokee with a 190 horsepower engine, anti-lock brakes, and driver's airbag. But maybe you've never seen one fitting into your budget. So maybe you'll be surprised to see for $299 monthly, one can. The easy-to-lease Jeep Grand Cherokee. Now, if you can see it in your head, you can see it in your driveway.
See your local Jeep and Eagle dealer.
It's hot. It's fun. It's wet. It's wild. It's Enchanted Forest Water Safari in Old Forge, New York's largest water fun park, opening Memorial Day weekend. 23 of the wildest, wettest rides you've ever experienced. 38 exciting rides in all, and all at one great price. For a relaxing dip or the slide of your life, you'll get the most out of summer at Enchanted Forest Water Safari in Old Forge.
Enchanted Forest Water Safari, where the fun never stops.
Take off your shirt. Take off your hat. Take off your belt.
This Thursday is no ordinary day. It's Ames' big one-day sale with 10 to 70% off throughout the store. Save in every department, every aisle. Thursday only. Only at Ames. A sale this big doesn't happen every day.
Earl, you devil.
When you found the right boat, nothing else matters. Boston Whalers are powered by Evan Root Outboards. Check out the 95 line of Boston Whalers at H. Chalk & Son, Fisher's Landing.
This is Military Appreciation Month, a time which has special meaning for local military and civilian officials. They culminated the month with the Association of the U.S. Army dinner, highlighting the fact that Fort Drum escaped the base closure process this year. However, it does not mean the end of the line for AUSA.
We will continue to support the military as we did before the BRAC process began. We will be the link between the community and Fort Drum, and we will continue to support our troops no matter what the future holds for them.
The guest of honor at the AUSA gathering is the man tapped by the president to become the next Army Forces commander. Four-star General John Tolelli met with 10th Mountain Division commanders and says he has a lot of work ahead as the Army continues downsizing.
Throughout Forces Command, a re-engineering effort which will allow posts, large and small, to not only be more efficient, but as effective. And I think we have to continue that process in an era of constrained resources.
Tolelli's visit and the AUSA activities are all part of Military Appreciation Month. Well, World War II veterans are the focal point of a big weekend in New York City, where today the fleet sailed the Hudson. The parade into the Big Apple was led by the U.S. Coast Guard vessel Eagle. Fleet Week, as it's called, brings more than 10,000 sailors and Marines into New York City. The ships, which will be open to the public, are moored in the shadow of the retired World War II aircraft carrier USS Intrepid. Thousands of sailors in the Big Apple.
Absolutely. Nice to see the Batman display there was this year, getting ready for the big movie.
That's not the Batman display, Jay.
Huh?
That's a military aircraft.
Holy jeez. Well, I'm just completely elated. Then I'll try and schlep through the weather here in just a second. You sure it looks just like the Big Bat?
Your Chrysler Plymouth dealer offers our biggest cashback ever, or our lowest interest rates ever, or our lowest lease rates ever on Plymouth Neon, Chrysler LHS, Concorde, New Yorker, LeBaron Convertible, even the Car of the Year, Chrysler Cirrus. We hear you, and we've got your number. Our biggest sale ever at your Chrysler Plymouth dealer now.
Swim to new depths this summer in the new Cornelius Spectra 5200 pool from Sundance Leisure. The new Spectra 5200 offers all the features of a traditional above-ground pool and the high standards set by Sundance Leisure since 1972. Sundance Leisure's professional pool experts will guide you through every step of your pool choice, whether you're looking for the traditional above-ground pool or the personal touch of an in-ground pool. Visit Sundance Leisure today or call to set up an appointment in the privacy of your own home. Sundance Leisure, making pools more fun since 1972.
We have some of the most beautiful lakes and rivers in our area, and the Thousand Islands Bait Store hopes you enjoy them. Before you go out, stop at the Thousand Islands Bait Store for all your fishing needs. Tackle that catches fish, soda, ice, mobile gas, and oil. They also have souvenirs, groceries, and cold beer. Visit their gun shop, long and handguns, bows, and muzzle loaders. But remember, it's bait first. Worms, minnows, leeches. Quarter mile west of I-81 on Route 12, Alex Bay. Enjoy your day and good luck out there.
Toyota's hottest line ever assembled is here. And your Toyota dealer has super deals on the super models with special 2.9% financing on Camry. Or lease Camry for an exceptionally low $199 a month. Plus, big factory-to-dealer incentives on the car that's the gold standard. It's Toyota's Summer Collection 95 sales event. You're invited to experience the all-new Avalon, Toyota's flagship at an extraordinary low starting price. Super models, super deals at your Toyota dealer now.
Well, the rain for the most part is wrapping up around the North Country, but as you head further to the south, we're looking at some pretty nasty showers. We'll show you that in our Doppler picture here in a second. And of course, with the passage of the cold front, we have temperatures that continue to cool down. Now, we got our early high today at 70 degrees, and through most of the afternoon with the rain showers and the cloudy skies, we continue to cool down to where we are right now, which is 51. Southwest winds light at 5 miles an hour, barometer rising, and humidity is still very high at 93%. We've got temperatures anywhere from the low to middle and just into the upper 50s as you get around the Ogdensburg area for tonight. And here is the cold front, and it's beginning from this perspective. It looks like it's covering all of the state, but for the most part, the cold front itself now is moving down through the southern tier and into the northern part of Pennsylvania, and along with it, it's bringing along some heavy shower activity. We're seeing a much decreased activity as you get further and further north of where the cold front is located right now. And you get a real nice line here developing over the last couple of hours on our satellite picture. And again, some more nasty weather developing again right here in eastern Oklahoma, Texas, and moving into parts of Arkansas and Missouri. Those folks continue to get more rain, and that's something they do not need right down in this section of the country. Now, for us tonight, we're just going to look for the chance for a little bit of more shower activity kind of breaking out through here tonight. And we're looking at more rain down here in the southern tier and again through Pennsylvania. This is exactly where that cold front is situated right now to continue to sink across the state through the day. Now, while we don't have much happening around the Jefferson, Lewis, and St. Lawrence County area, the Tri-County area right here, well, I tell you what, you head down south of the Utica-Rome area, and they have got some really nasty weather showing up here in our Doppler picture tonight. You're down heading into the southern tier area and down towards New York City, and they're in the severe range of activity right through this section. Now, with some moderate amounts and then more lighter activities you see as you get further to the north behind the and the rain activity really begins to decline, but they're really nasty stuff as you head down towards the New York City and northern Pennsylvania area. And it's right along this frontal line. As we've been showing the last few days, as this frontal system just really doesn't move a whole lot, you get generated different low pressure areas and they ride right along the front. We're watching another one that's coming together, and it's going to continue to move through while it's off to the west of us right now. We'll see it really come together, and by tomorrow afternoon, it'll start to move again into the northeast. While we may not have rain for you tomorrow morning, here around the North Country, it is possible as this low gets closer and closer to us through the afternoon hours, we'll see temperatures come back up again into the 60s, but also this will move up and we're going to see a chance for maybe a little more rain developing again through the afternoon hours, and it'll stay with us for a little while. And then Friday, we start to clear out, and hopefully anyway, we're going to get 2 or 3 days of the long Memorial Day weekend that should be all right. Generally sunny skies, but it looks like Memorial Day itself, we've got more rain building in the back in the west part of the country, and that's going to be here looking to give us a little bit of precip as we head towards Memorial Day itself. Friday's looking pretty nice. This area of high pressure should hold in on Saturday definitely, and most of the day on Sunday before we get to the end of the weekend. And on Memorial Day itself, cloudy skies are moving back in with a chance for at least some light showers for the tail end of our holiday weekend. Here's what's coming up tonight. Cloudy skies will stay with us. We may see a flurry or two. We may see a shower or two for tonight, and a chance for some fog. 45 will be our overnight low temperature. Not a bad day tomorrow. Cloudy skies, chance of rain will be about 60%, and look for a high temperature right around 60 degrees with winds continuing out of the northeast. For the St. Lawrence Valley for tonight, cloudy skies and 48, and we'll have completely cloudy skies in the morning tomorrow, but through the afternoon we'll pick up some sunshine, and high temperatures will be right around 65 degrees. And here's the 4-day outlook. Nice day on Friday as we kick off the holiday weekend with temperatures near 68 degrees. Saturday should again be a beauty. Sunday, the first part of the day will be fairly nice. Cloud cover picking up in the afternoon with temperatures in the low 70s. And then on Memorial Day itself, cloudy skies with a chance for a shower or two and highs near 70 degrees. There you go.
All right.
Thanks.
Forget that flurry stuff.
Thanks,
Completely
Jay.
out of the picture. It's right out.
Well, there is still ice in Madison Square Garden, and I have to say a member of my family is a huge Rangers fan, so do I have to make that phone call with condolences?
No, a loss tonight against the Flyers, and they're down 0-3 in a best-of-7 series, which would make it kind of tough. We'll see how the Rangers did tonight against the Flyers. Up next, stay tuned.
It's Truck Month at your local Ford dealer, and we're hauling in a Ford truckload of savings. Nobody sells more trucks than your Ford dealer. Now, during Truck Month, lease an F-150 for just $189 a month for 24 months. America's best-selling truck, just $189 a month with $1,540 down. Save on Rangers, save on new Explorers. Ford Truck Month. There's no better time to save on the best-selling truck line in America, and selection's never been better. Hurry into your local Ford dealer today.
Beyond the Arctic Circle, beyond the tree line, beyond experience. The Molson Ice Polar Beach Party, Labor Day weekend 1995, with Metallica and Hole. Also appearing Veruca Salt and Moist. Tuktoyaktuk, Arctic Canada. Get up there.
The road of life is full of decisions. Most importantly, what to drive on that road. Your answer is at the Eagle Test Drive Sale, where you'll find the Eagle Vision ESI with a 3.3-liter V6, dual airbags, and cab-forward design. All for just $229 a month on a 24-month lease. Or buy a Vision and get rates as low as 1.9% APR financing or cash back. So hit the road and get to the Eagle Test Drive Sale today.
See your local Jeep and Eagle dealer.
This segment of the news is brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Utica, Watertown.
When it's time to pick health plans, keeping everyone happy is always a challenge. Lately, companies have been leaning toward HMOs to control costs, but the thought of letting go of the family doctor has most employees pulling for traditional coverage. Now, there's a new choice, a plan that assures quality at affordable rates and lets you choose any doctor anytime. It's called Blue Choice Preferred, the health plan where everyone wins. New from Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Utica, Watertown.
The defending Stanley Cup champions on the ropes entering tonight's play. The Rangers suffered overtime losses in games 1 and 2 at Philadelphia. A loss tonight against the Flyers would put the Rangers into a deep hole. Game 3 highlights from Madison Square Garden this evening. First period, Kevin Dineen with the steal and the goal, putting the Flyers on top 1-0. Now late in the first period, Michael Renenberg tickles the twine, his second of the postseason, 2-0 Flyers. Second period, Kevin Dineen connects for his second of the game, 3-0 Flyers. Philadelphia goes on to win. Final score, the Flyers 5, the Rangers 2. Rangers on the brink of elimination. Elsewhere tonight, New Jersey over Pittsburgh by a score of 5-1. Houston looking to continue the postseason magic that helped them win the NBA title last year. The Rockets taking a 1-0 lead over the Spurs into Game 2 of their Western Conference Final tonight in San Antonio. First quarter, Avery Johnson slices in for 2, giving the Spurs an early lead. Hakeem Olajuwon, a force for the Rockets, the bucket here, putting Houston up by 4. David Robinson answers with the basket, plus he is fouled. Third quarter, Rockets take over. Hakeem Olajuwon for 2, 74-68 Rockets. Houston goes on to defeat San Antonio once again in San Antonio, 106-96. National Baseball League action tonight at Shea Stadium in New York, where the Mets host the Los Angeles Dodgers. Diamond highlights from the Big Apple. Top of the second, former Watertown Pirate Tom Prince with a deep blast to center that goes for a triple, driving in Delano DeShields and giving the Dodgers a 1-0 lead. Top of the sixth, 2-0 LA. Tim Wallach touches them all, solo shot to left, 3-0 Dodgers. Top of the ninth, Eric Karros launches a rocket solo shot to left, his 6th of the season, 4-0 Dodgers. Los Angeles goes on to defeat the Mets tonight by a score of 5-0. Elsewhere in the National League, Cubs over the Rockies 5-3. Montreal beat San Diego 3-2. Philadelphia nipped San Francisco 2-1. In the 8th, Cincinnati over Houston 4-1. Florida, Pittsburgh both losing to the Weatherman tonight. Atlanta over St. Louis 9-5. And there you see the Dodgers win over the Mets. Full slate of action in the American League, including a doubleheader in Chicago as the White Sox host Texas. Game 1 highlights from Comiskey Park. Top of the second, Rusty Greer strokes a single to left, driving in Mark McLemore, giving the Rangers a 1-0 lead. Bottom of the third, 3-2 Texas. Tim Raines gives the horsehide a ride. Solo shot to right, his 5th, tying the game at 3. Top of the 5th, now 5-3 White Sox. Ivan Rodriguez will touch them all for a 2-run blast to left, tying the game at 5. White Sox go on to take Game 1 final. The White Sox 10, the Rangers 8. In other American League action, in the second game of that double dip, Texas came back to defeat the White Sox by a score of 13-6. In the 8th, Milwaukee leads Cleveland. Detroit all over Minnesota. Hey, the Twins could only get a field goal, 14-3. In the 9th, Kansas City leads Toronto 8-3. In the first, scoreless between the Red Sox, Mariners, Orioles, Athletics, and hey, with 3, you get egg roll. Locally in high school lacrosse playoff action, Salmon River over Potsdam 16-6. In volleyball, Edwards Knox over Madrid Waddington. Governor defeated Malone. And Jeff Gordon set a record in winning the pole for Sunday's Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Gordon turned in a fast lap of 183.8 miles an hour, over 2.5 miles an hour faster than the mark that he set last year. Bobby Labonte took the second spot. But the big news of the evening, the Rangers in a deep hole.
Absolutely.
So.
Having to win 4 games now against the Flyers. That's
a
going to be
lot
tough.
of games. It's a lot of games. Okay, let's take a look at the sports trivia question, Mel. The year is 1981. What powerhouse shocked its fans and the rest of the NFL by suffering 3, speaking of being in a hole, 3 consecutive shutouts? It hurt.
It surprised everybody. Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Good. The Oakland Raiders.
No, that wasn't my guess.
Whoa, no.
I went for the joke.
That was the joke answer.
Was it the Oakland Raiders?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Very good.
Oh, that was a joke. Well, see, I'm not a huge sports fan, just a small one. Joke's on me. We'll be back to Citizen of the Year. Come.
It's deer season. Widrick Farm and Garden, Watertown's only John Deere retailer known for quality sales and service for 3 generations, invites you to save today on quality lawn and garden products. Walk-behinds, riders, and tractors. The complete John Deere lineup with discounts up to $420. In addition to savings, ask about the no payments or interest till October 1995. 90 days same as cash or 7.9 low-rate financing options. Don't wait till the grass is knee-deep. Visit Widrick today and save on quality John Deere products and their absolute guarantee of service after the sale. Widrick Farm and Garden.
Win free money from T93 FM. Listen to 93.5 T93 FM, and you could win $25 or $50 an hour. It's the payroll payoff, and there's still time to win. We've already given away thousands of dollars to your friends and neighbors. Why not you? Listen to T93 FM for payroll payoff sponsor locations. Pick up your time card and send it back or fax it to T93 FM. Win $25 or $50 an hour, and maybe even a 2-year lease on a 1995 Dodge Intrepid from T93 FM.
And finally tonight, one of Alexandria Bay's best-known residents is being honored as Citizen of the Year.
He definitely is a familiar face. Locals showed up at the River Edge tonight at the Bay to praise John Russell, an 18-year member of the Alexandria Bay Chamber of Commerce. The general manager of Bonnie Castle Resort is known for his seemingly endless promotion of the River Village. He was given a standing ovation at tonight's dinner. A Chamber of Commerce spokesman says Russell has won the hearts of locals and tourists with his charm and personality. So true.
And of course, that was John at the table, not the
dancing
singer.
around
Not
there.
dancing? That threw me off a little bit. I thought that was true.
Yeah, but
speaking of song and dance and everything else he does, including act, Billy Crystal on Letterman next.
Absolutely.
Thanks for being with us tonight.
Good night.